Hey everybody, it's Trisha here. So it's been a minute. I have been truly enjoying the last 6 months. That was my last update. And I've been on several staycations and also have been able to visit Japan. I was there for a couple of weeks. And then just most recently, I got back from Greece, where I've spent the last almost 3 weeks. And it's just been phenomenal. Living out my dream of being able to travel and also be able to do some stimulating work. And so that's why I'm here today because I'm excited to let you know about what's been happening, what I've been doing, and I wanted to give you an overview because I think this is the single most critical piece that everybody needs to do in order to be financially secure, to understand where every single dollar goes. You must budget. Budgeting is key to really reaching financial independence. If you don't know where your money is going, then you're not able to see what you need to cut out of your life that's not serving you, so that you can put that money towards savings. So that's the single most important thing that's happened to me in allowing me to reach financial independence and being able to retire early is understanding how important it is to budget your money. So because of that, I was doing this all manually on my spreadsheets, and I would only do it monthly because obviously I can't keep track of every single transaction in a timely manner. And so that's kind of what got me thinking. And my background's in tech, and I wanted to do something that was kind of useful but yet stimulating to me. And so what I decided to do was to automate that process. And in automating it, I've been able to create an app where I'm able to track on the fly all of the spend because most of the spend happens every single day, all day long. So you wake up and you go out and you stop and you have a coffee, or you have to have lunch because you're out and not at home, or you stop on the way home and you get groceries. So all those different transactions, they're not real time when you're going back to your spreadsheet, a week or two later to update it. And so what my app allows is for you to have it on your mobile phone and for you to be able to capture that information the moment it happens. So let me give you some examples of what you can do with the app. So I'm going to share my screen here. So this is my app. It's called the Budget Tracker, Simple Budget Tracker. And the way you access it is you're going to go to my website, which I'll have a link in the description below, and you're going to click on the Simple Budget Tracker. I'm in the process of testing my business one. So you're going to click on that and it'll take you to this page where it'll tell you kind of what you can do, summarize it. And so it allows you to easily capture receipts, custom categories. You can have as many categories as you feel necessary. It allows you to see your spend not only monthly, but annually, so that you know overall I've spent X amount of dollars this year on all of these different categories. You can enter batch and reoccurring. So at the beginning of the year, if you wanted to say, okay, I'm going to put in all my insurances because I know exactly what they are. I'm going to put on my phone because I know exactly what it is. Anything that you already know at the beginning of the year or even now, you can put that in one time and it spreads it for the year. It's private, it's secure. I don't capture anything outside of allowing you to, it stores your email, but I don't have your address and I don't have any of your payment information because that all goes through Stripe, which is secured on their side. Stripe just lets me know you've subscribed and then it sends that information to the app, and then the app sends you the welcome email and the ability to log into the app. So that's the only part that I keep is your email. I also keep how many megabytes because I need to make sure that my site has enough storage for the transactions for the users of the application. And then lastly, you're able to download it into Excel if in fact you don't feel like you want to use it anymore, it's not worth it to you, or you need to store that annually for your tax records. So that's how you access it. Now let me go back to the site, and I'm entering test user, and I'm going to log in. And this test user, I have 0 year-to-date expenses. This is just carryover from my testing. This month I have 0. And as you can see, I don't have anything for the month of August, and I don't have anything for the annual information that you'll see here or by category. Okay. So the way that you store your information. So there are several ways you can upload a document. So say you get your T-Mobile receipt every month in your email. You can upload that email and it will attempt to gather the information that it needs. And really all it needs is the vendor, the date, the amount, and then the category. It'll try to use Smart Category to put it in the right place, but you may have to edit that. And then the OCR is not perfect because some of these utility bills have so much information on them that the system just can't figure out some of those elements. So I recommend that when you upload it that way, you verify that those four criteria are what they should be. The easiest way is through a quick manual entry. So you'll select that, you'll enter LA Fitness, and I spend, say, $25 a month. And I'm going to go back to January 1st because I want to spread this as a reoccurring expense all year long. So I'm going to hit fitness, and I'm going to say reoccurring for 12 months and add the expense. And so here it shows up in August, but it also shows up in January, all the various months, okay? And then if I come down here and I refresh, I will see that for all months except December, I have to fix this bug. It will categorize that. So down here, I only have one entry, so it's only showing me fitness for $275. That $275 total should match the $275 up here. So you want to make sure that, anything that you have to spread that you know of, you enter that information. Say, for example, you need a new category because only the standard ones came, they're the default, and then you need to add a new one. Shopping, fitness are the ones that I added. So say, for example, you have, I don't know, a skincare that you go to monthly. So you can hit the plus button and let's do facials because you do them every single month. Pick a color, create the category. Okay. So now I should have another category down here called facials, and I do. So if I wanted to set aside, let's see, perfect faces, facials, and I spend $50 every month on this facial, I can once again go back to January 1st. And set that as a reoccurring under facials for 12 months and add the expense. And once again, it'll show up in January and it'll also show up in August because we're in the month of August. So that's a way to track it very easily. Now, this really kind of is nice on mobile because when you get that receipt, you want to be able to just take a picture. And so you don't have that option here because you're on your desktop. But on the mobile app, you'll see take a picture. You snap a picture of the receipt and it uploads it. I'll create another little demo that I can try to merge in here to show you that. But it's super simple. And once again, it just uploads that information and then you just have to modify it. The last piece of uploading is adding like multi-month insurances. So say you have Allstate for your homeowner's insurance and say it's $1,200 a year. And it covers January 1st through December 31st. Okay. And it's 12 months and it's under insurances. And then you can create the monthly expense. So ideally, you'll want to build out all of the things that are kind of static expenses. And so that number will come here and you should match that number to here. And then it also shows you, okay, this month I spent $175. Well, if I look under August, yep, $175. So ideally, you would plug in all of your known information at the beginning of the year or whenever your renewals come in or whatever that is. And then the only things that you're snapping on your phone are you went to Starbucks in the morning. You can either enter a quick one on your phone for the amount on the receipt, and you can leave it for that day. You just did it, and you're going to say that's groceries or, sorry, restaurant. You can even pick a category. If you want to say Starbucks category, you can have that category. And then you're going to add expense. So that gives you that one-time expense, Starbucks, as a restaurant expense. So when I come down to here and I refresh, I now have a restaurant for $8.50, and that's my Starbucks. So this has proven extremely useful to me because I'm able to see visually where my money's going and also keep track of how much I'm spending annually and then monthly. And if I showed you my tracker, it's huge because I have probably 15 categories and I've used it now for the whole year. And so this dollar value really matches what I spend in a year. So I think that's critical in really being able to determine what you need to cut out. So say, for example, you have a Netflix subscription and a Disney Plus subscription. Well, you could add a column that says subscriptions, and then you can capture both of those subscriptions underneath that heading subscription. And so down here, you would see subscription and you would have a category that says subscriptions. And so it's good to track this because sometimes we forget what we sign up for. And then we end up spending way more than we expected. And sometimes we don't even know and we forget and they're on auto and we don't even know that we're actually subscribed to that. So my feeling is that we really need to track our spend if we're wanting to reach financial independence. Without that, you're flying in the dark. And I know that a lot of people have their own spreadsheets and they have their paper information on paper, but it's not really a good tool for being able to see it at a higher level, like in this category chart where you're able to quickly see, oh, okay, this expense is kind of big for restaurants. I'm going to need to cut that down. So anyway, just wanted to share with you what I've been working on. It's just been phenomenal doing it. I love it. I'm so excited to share it and hopefully others will find it useful. If you do end up subscribing to the Simple Budget Tracker, please let me know. And if you need a one-on-one 15 Zoom call, I'm more than happy to meet with you to kind of walk you through how to best set it up for yourself. So just wanted to give you a heads up, say thanks again for, joining me, and hopefully I've been able to help with, what's worked for me, and hopefully, it can work for you and set you on the right path. Okay. Thanks again, and we'll talk soon.